Tamara from Dr. Digi Stamps. I'm here this week with a colouring tutorial as well as a simple card making video using the new image from Dr. Digi, DJ Dad Rock, and some speakers, background papers for the card base when we make the card. So I'll start off using my Copic colours. So I'll try and put my colour lids down beside my drawing, but otherwise we'll put all the details of what colours I've used in the description box below. So I will most probably just put on some music while you watch me colour, and then we'll get into the card making after this. Okay, so we've got our image all drawn now, so I'm going to use some backing papers. I've already cut down what I'm going to use, but this is what was left over from the printout that you can do. It's great. You can either print it on, just paper. I've printed this on cardboard as I like it to be a little bit stiffer. So I've cut down my card base and panel, so I'm going to just stick that on top. I've done it so that it's the full length of the card, so it covers the entire card top. I'll stick that on top, just making sure it's all lined up. Make sure that's stuck down really well. So now I'm just going to want to cut this panel. I want it to kind of fit in the middle, so it's just showing the two sides of the speakers on either side. So I have I'll just put a lid on that. I've got my tonic trimmer here. So we just want to just slice it just down the sides, just to leave a little bit of a gap there. And one on the other side, so we might just flip that around and just trim that up to be about the same. That just leaves your little panel there. So we just want to trim that down, throw that out of the way. So you want to just trim that down so that's showing like that, so it just shows the little speakers. I might just trim a little bit on that side so it just shows a little bit more of the speakers there. Pop that back in. Just trim it just down a little bit more so it's even either side. So we'll just trim. I've got a little bit of Copic colouring up the top there, so we might just trim that off. Actually, I'll have a look. We must probably want that to be the same either way. Yeah. Might just mark that so that we can just trim that down to match. I think I'm happy with how much is down the bottom, because I think we'll pop our sentiment just down the bottom here. And we just want to line that up. And sorry, I hope my head's not getting in the way. And we just want to trim just below those two lines. I'll get our cutter again. And we're just trimming just below those two lines that we've just drawn. So hopefully that should line up perfectly with the card there. That looks good. I'll pop that out of the way. Now I've just, for the sentiment, I've just got this little MFT rock, keep on rocking stamp set, which I thought would work really well for this, but you can really use any kind of card that you have. So I've got my trusty Misty out. This would be definitely one of the best crafting purchases I ever made. How many stamping mishaps I have saved with using this. I used to, sometimes you just didn't get the best impression the first time, and there was no way that you were able to redo it the second time. Now that's too long. So I should have measured that out before, which I didn't. So what we might do is we're going to do a little bit of surgery here, and I'm going to just chop the birthday off, and we'll just put down have a rocking. Actually, I think I prefer that. Have a rocking birthday, and we'll just line that up. So I always find it's good to stand up, and so you can see that it's centered. But if you're a bit more fussy than me, you might want to get your measuring tape or ruler out to make sure. So make sure that's locked in there in the right spot. Grab our, just using VersaFine Phonics, I find that gives a really good impression for just stamping these type of sentiments. And I'll stamp that closed. And that's a pretty good impression, but I think we'll just give it one quick one. Beautiful. So that is the sentiment done. Okay, so we've got an image done, sentiment done, our base done. So what I might do is I might actually pop this up on the card base so that you can actually get a good view of the speaker paper underneath. Now, always make sure you're putting it on the right way. However many times I have put it on the upside down or the wrong way, which always causes a bit of fun. I'll pop that to the side. So we'll pop this up with a bit of foam tape. I'm just using Express It foam tape, but you can use whatever you have. If you want to be a bit more environmentally friendly, recycle some cardboard. I do that a lot. So we'll pop that on that side. On this side. And then we'll just pop one right in the middle as well. I might do a little bit. I try not to use too much. So pop one that end, one at the top end. Make sure that sticks nicely. And pull those off. Now we want to try and line it up again. Let us rise and try and line this up as best as possible. You could also just put a little bit of glue on if you wanted just to have that little bit of wiggle room. But I think that looks pretty good. So before I press down, make sure it's all lined up. It's a little bit up on the top, so we might just pop it off, see if we can get that to come off without tearing anything. And we'll pop that, try and pop that back on. That looks better. It looks like it's lined up now. There we are, that looks good. So that's the finished card. So I hope you enjoyed today, and if you've got any comments, feel free to leave them, and hope you enjoy colouring this image up. Have a great day. Bye.